Hello, I'm Tanya Beckett. Donald Trump has begun the Republican race for the White House with a landslide victory in the party's Iowa caucuses. The former president beat the Florida governor Ron DeSantis and the former U.S. ambassador Nikki Haley. Our U.S. partner CBS News is projecting DeSantis will finish second in Iowa in a very tight race with Haley, although Mr. Trump appears to have taken more votes than all of his Republican rivals combined. Here's how he greeted news of his success.
I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together. We want to come together, whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative. It would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing. It's practically never been like this. It's just so important, and I want to make that a very big part of our message. We're going to come together. It's going to happen soon, Jim. It's going to happen soon.
Donald Trump there. Well, Mr. Trump went on to talk about the state of U.S. cities and how he wants to tackle law and order.
We're going to rebuild our beautiful Washington, D.C., and we're going to take control of it, and we're going to make unbelievably harsh penalties for people that go around shooting. Last week they shot 3 people, and every night something happens. It's so sad. And likewise, we're going to rebuild our cities, and we'll work with the Democrats to do it. I'd be glad to work with the people in New York. We're going to work with the people in Chicago and L.A. We're going to rebuild our cities, and we're going to make them safe, and we're going to give our police officers immunity. So every time they do something, they don't get sued and stopped. We're going to end crime in our cities.
Donald Trump once again. Well, let's take a look at the results in detail. Donald Trump scored a landslide victory to kick off the Republican primary race, securing a 51.1% share of votes. Ron DeSantis is projected to finish in second place at just over 21%, edging out rival Nikki Haley, who's sitting at 19%. This map of Iowa counties shows the scale of Trump's victory. He's on track to win nearly all 99 of Iowa's counties, with Nikki Haley defeating him by a single vote in just one county, and that's in purple, as you can see. Well, let's put all of that into context now with this report from Iowa from our North America correspondent, Nomia Iqbal.
For Donald Trump, winning Iowa was important. This was the first official 2024 test of his popularity with Republican voters. The big question was always who would be second place. Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor, secured that.
Because of your support, in spite of all of that they threw at us, everyone against us, we've got our ticket punched out of Iowa.
With Nikki Haley, the former UN ambassador, finishing third.
Do you want more of the same? Or do you want a new generation of conservative leadership?
It gives them both much needed momentum in a contest that has been dominated by Trump. There were concerns that the Arctic weather conditions might have affected voter turnout. More than 1,600 precincts around the state were voting.
And it's so bitter cold, so I think some people, will do what they can to get out, but we'll see.
But many people were determined to show up. This is how a caucus works. People have turned up at this local high school cafeteria, a precinct, to cast their votes. The votes are then added up and the results read out to them. Donald Trump has won this precinct.
My family are on the other side of town, they're voting Trump. Everybody I work with is voting Trump. Yeah, I'm surprised that there's other people that weren't voting for Trump, to be honest, but that's my narrow-minded thinking, I guess.
Not everyone here voted for Trump.
I have not been impressed with his character over the last few years, especially since the way he handled the results of the 2020 election.
Winning Iowa is only the first step in securing the Republican presidential nomination. The official winner won't be announced until the summer. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And with the starting gun fired, Donald Trump has pulled way ahead in the race.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Nomia Iqbal, BBC News, Iowa.